This happens to be the final day of the AviaTour Conference 2019, and this is the second edition. I'm here with Madame Elizabeth Chumwasasu, who happens to be the CEO of GH-Aviation. Welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, I would like to know that what birthed this initiative?
The love for aviation and tourism. The zeal to bridge the gap between aviation and tourism.
So far with the conference, we've had people talk about aviation, we've had people talk about tourism, and people talk about aviation and tourism together. And we've had a regional minister make a lot of promises, we've had a lot of CEOs make a lot of promises as well. Do you think it is possible to bridge the gap between aviation and tourism?
Yes, it is truly possible. We just have to bring the stakeholders together, which we have done. So what we're looking at is that after this conference, we are going to take the feedbacks, bring it to the region, make it actionable. We don't want it just to be a talk shop. No. We have to take action. We've had a lot of conferences, be in aviation or tourism. But with AviaTour, we want to make a difference. The impact has to be felt. We have come to the Western region, we have brought people in. The locals have also supported us. We have been able to come to a close of this conference with a lot of issues coming up with regards to job creation, with regards to development of the tourist sites, even the airlines promising to reduce their fares if travel agents come to them with a good deal. So yes, they have to be actionable. It won't just be promises. We are going to follow up on it to make sure whatever was said here comes to pass.
Okay. Are you looking at this from the long term or the short term? Because implementing what has been said today takes a really long time. So are you looking at this from the short term or the long term?
Some of the things that were said here can be done in the short term, others long term. So we are looking at both. Yes, but for those that can be done in the short term, we are hoping that the next year AviaTour, we will be able to showcase what has been done through this year's AviaTour.
Okay. What influenced the location, Western region? I mean, there are other regions that you can look at. Why specifically Western region?
Western region has all it takes. Western region has a rich history. When it comes to the Western region, even the beaches are something to die for. Why not Western region?
My name is Charles Chum. I am the director of Ghana's Civil Aviation Training Academy.
Hello, Ghana. My name is Audrey A.C. Swatson, and I'm Ghana's youngest female pilot, CEO of Excel Aviation Limited.
I duly endorse GH-Aviation.
I endorse GH-Aviation as the authentic mouthpiece
And everything about aviation and more.
A lot of things have been said about trying to bridge the gap between traveling overseas and then in Ghana. But little was being said about traveling from our very neighboring countries to Ghana itself. So how do you think we are also going to bridge that gap between tourism and other countries, selling Ghana to the other neighboring countries?
If we package it well, it's just there, we just promote it. So we are not promoting it to just anyone in Europe or the Americas or wherever. No. We are selling it even to the domestic people in Ghana. Domestic tourism. So we are encouraging domestic tourism and international tourism. Anyone who can leave, for instance, if I can leave Accra and decide to come and spend the weekend in the Western region, there has to be a package. I need to know that when I get to the Western region, I have a hotel to sleep in. I have a place that I can get food to eat. I have a place that I can tour. So the whole thing, the reason why this thing was done this year was to learn how to package the region and Ghana as a whole and sell it to the world. Because other countries have done that and they are reaping the results. Ghana needs to do that. We are privileged that we are in the middle of the world. If we are not able to use that to sell our country, what else can we do? The resources Ghana has, I don't know which country has that kind of resources. And we are still where we are. When you go to the interlands, the villages, Most times where the tourist attractions are, sometimes it's an eyesore. You see the villages and you see the rich vegetation, you see the resource, you see the tourist attraction, and you ask yourself, are these people not seeing what I am seeing? This thing can be developed well and we can all live happily and richly in our country without thinking about going to anybody's country.
What are your impressions about this 3-day conference that has been held here in Sekondi Takrady?
Oh, it's really been wonderful. I appreciate the fact that the speakers I invited, most turned up. Even all the way from Belgium, a speaker came from there. The locals received us. And this year's conference, we had a massive participation. This year's conference, we had about 320 participants, as compared to last year where we had 150 in Accra.
That's progression.
Yes, so this year has been wonderful. And I appreciate everyone who has been on board, who helped, especially the Western Regional Coordinating Council, for hosting the event and bringing their resources, inviting all the people that they can invite, the people I came from Accra with, the travel agents who came from Accra, Kumasi, Takrady, Tamale, all over Ghana.
Were you expecting the turnout?
Yes, I was. Because I have been planning this event for the past 6 months now. Yes, so I knew the contacts I made. Along the way, I've had some disappointments. Even on the day of the conference, I had the speakers cancelling out and all that, but we have made it.
My name is Charles Chum. I am the director of Ghana's Civil Aviation Training Academy.
Hello, Ghana. My name is Aretha Forson, and I'm Ghana's youngest female pilot, CEO of AviaTour Limited.
I duly endorse GH-Aviation
I endorse GH-Aviation as the authentic mouthpiece
and everything about aviation and more.
Now, one last question before you go. I've attended the entire conference and I was quite disappointed at the turn-up of media for this 2019 conference. How far with publicizing this particular event? Because I feel that it's quite interesting and the world, or not just Ghana, the world should know about this particular event. So how far with publicizing this event?
Okay, GH-Aviation in itself is a media organization. So most times we do the publicity through our social media platforms and then our online website. Yes. We reached out to certain media organizations to partner the events, but the people don't understand the concept yet. People did not believe that it was a conference they had to come to. So if you have to bring someone from wherever you have to bring them to, then they are looking at the financial side as well. So the media coverage was a bit limited. But with GH-Aviation going all over, I think the story will go far.
Thank you so much for your time, Madam Elizabeth Chumuasaso. Now, that's the CEO of GH-Aviation, and we just had a brief conversation with her about the AviaTour Conference 2019.